The first news story here coming from The Verge, written by Emma Roth and Ash Parrish. PlayStation leader Jim Ryan to retire after 28 years with Sony.
Yeah, baby! Woo! Yeah, let's go!
Oh, no. Jim Ryan.
Yeah, boy!
Jim Ryan, the head of PlayStation, CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, is stepping down. In a press release on Wednesday, Sony announced that Ryan will retire in March of 2024, while Sony Group Corporation President and Chief Operating Officer Hiroki Totoki will take on the interim CEO role starting April 1st, 2024. After 30 years, I've made the decision to retire from Sony Interactive Entertainment in March 2024. I've relished the opportunity to have a job I love in a very special company, working with great people and incredible partners, Ryan says in a statement. But I found it increasingly difficult to reconcile living in Europe and working in North America. I will leave having been privileged to work on products that have touched millions of lives across the world. PlayStation will always be a part of my life, and I feel more optimistic than ever about the future of SIE. Ryan has worked at Sony for 28 years, starting his career at the company's European branch in 1994, where he's held several leadership positions, including the head of global sales and marketing. And in 2019, Ryan replaced John Codera as the president and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment. During his time at Sony, Ryan most notably oversaw the launch of the PS5. While supply chain constraints made the console hard to find during and after the COVID pandemic, shipments managed to bounce back. And in July, Sony announced that it had sold 40 million PS5s. There's more here about some of his involvement with the Microsoft FTC stuff. But Totoki will become the chairman of SIE in October 2023, ahead of Ryan's departure. Once appointed interim CEO, Sony says Totoki will work closely with Sony Group Corporation Chairman and CEO Kenichiro Yoshida and the management team of SIE to help define the next chapter of PlayStation's future, including the succession of the SIE CEO role. So at this point, they don't necessarily have a permanent successor lined up for him, but we all know who it needs to be, though, right?
Oh yeah, Shuhei. If he wants to do it. Do it. If not, let him stay in his indie lane. I'm fine with that.
Has to be Shuhei. Come on, it has to be. Imagine the renaissance that Sony would have with Shuhei behind the wheel. Be like just like in the PS2 days. It'd just be like tearing down
banger after banger after banger.
Be unstoppable.
What? Go ahead. Sorry.
you get all excited over there. Yeah, you're pretty happy about him leaving, and I we talked about this before the show.
I'm sorry, you didn't hear me. I said, woo! Was that good enough?
That was pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about it before the show. Like I'm conflicted because I am happy. I am happy he's stepping down because I've not been super happy about a lot of things he's implemented in his years there since because it was Sean Layden before, right?
Yeah, who was doing a banger job.
He's doing fantastic job.
Awesome.
And so on one hand, I'm like, yeah, this is great. Like, let's get someone in there who actually cares about PlayStation. But on the other hand, like, I guess it's just difficult to be like, yeah, get him out of there. Yeah, he sucks. Like, I don't know. You just see a lot of like terrible stuff on Twitter and stuff. Like
Wait. Let's hold on, because you know the weirdos are gonna come out in force. Hold on.
Okay.
Jim Ryan. Are you watching, people? Jim Ryan is not a bad person. Okay? Jim Ryan is not a bad businessman. Jim Ryan is there like any businessman should be for the betterment of the company. He is beholden to the shareholders. I understand. However, in pursuit of that, he ended up leaving the end user out in the cold because he didn't really understand what they were looking for. That's why I'm hype about it.
Yeah.
Because now we can get somebody in there who has a mixture of oh yeah, I understand I'm a business. We got to make this, we got to make sure everything is profitable. But at the same time, I understand what the market is looking for, not just in sales, but like trends or ideologies or things of that nature. So I want to make sure that we get that on paper, before the weirdos come in here and say, oh, you guys just like to see PlayStation take a hit because you want Xbox to win. No, that's not it.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you. Yeah, and he wasn't a bad businessman. Like, he did his job extremely well, but I think you hit the nail on the head where it's like he was just essentially on the wrong team is what it felt like. He very much was like about making PlayStation bigger and better, but didn't necessarily care about what we wanted as PlayStation users, when we were like the doubling down on PSVR, doing PSVR 2 when the first PlayStation VR didn't sell or do well. Like, why double down on something that was not successful
and not have it support your already PSVR 1 purchase games?
Yeah.
Huh?
Also with the
random price hikes
happening recently. I mean, the PlayStation Portal happening. Like, what the heck is that? That should have been a PSV 2 or something, or something like an actual portable handheld device, not a straight. Like, there's this and granted, he's not the only one making these decisions, but he would have had his hands on a lot of those.
If you're the leader, though, you got to take the lumps. That's how it works.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of business decisions where it's like, what was going on? Or even
the disdain for the back catalog.
Just like a month ago or a few weeks ago, wasn't there some statement he came out and said that basically like AAA like adventure games kind of is going to be like that's going to be our focus. That's our bread and butter from here on out, basically. Like,
mixed in with those 15,000 live service games they want to do.
Yeah, they're live service games, and then like just games like Uncharted and
the company that's known for their cinematic first or third person games. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna completely switch our model up, cold games turkey, and hope it works.
Yeah. So there's this very weird like statements more recently, really. Like, it's always been not great, but in the last like 6 months, I feel like there's been a lot of chaos right before he's on his way out. It's almost like he wanted to like get it all in and like get the ball rolling and then be like, all right, I'm out. Your guys' problem now. I don't know.
I can pinpoint when it was. It was when that article came out that he was playing a demo, or not a demo, like a gameplay of Gran Turismo 2. And he was like, why would anybody want to play these old games? I was like, well, you clearly don't understand what part of the market is going for, sir. That's when I knew it was on site. It was like, nope, this ain't the guy. Put him back.
Gran Turismo is an amazing game. That's why.
I know. I play it every day.
Get out of here.
I do. I go outside, I get in my car, and it's Gran Turismo. 0 loading time, which is crazy. Nature's SSD.
Nature's my SSD. So yeah, he's on his way out, and I hope we have someone. If we don't get Shuhei, I hope it's someone who's as passionate as Shuhei is about like the games and the people and the community and stuff like that. Or
as the business.
If Sean Layden's real bored and wants to come out of retirement, bring him back, dude. I don't know if he's just
if he wants to. I'd welcome.
It's been a few years. I'm done. I've done all the fishing I can do for the rest of my life.
You know what though? He probably won't, because he's probably still salty that they did end up picking Jim over him. Yeah. Because I feel like he thought that he was primed for that position, and they ended up going with Jim Ryan over him. That's the whole reason he left, I believe. So I could totally understand him being like, what? No, you blew me off. I'm good.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. Because Sean Layden wasn't technically, CEO of PlayStation. He was just head of
studios.
The studios, which is what Herman Hulst is now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing. How do you feel about like Herman Hulst jumping?
Please, God, no, don't.
No, okay.
Right. He's in Ryan's pocket. They're boys.
That's true.
He's just gonna run it the same exact way.
Basically the same person. That's true.
Granted, Hulst might be a little more knowledgeable towards the game because he was head of Guerrilla.
He's actually had boots on the ground with studios, where Ryan like what Ryan previously
He was
worked
all
with.
numbers. I mean, he was at PlayStation when everything launched, but he wasn't playing them games. Come on now.
He was head of sales
He was
and
busy
marketing.
making sure everything sold. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he was in charge of getting things sold, but wasn't necessarily like part of the process of like making the games, which again like comes down to
It was
like
a product.
as a product, not like he wasn't there for the creation process, you know, which is kind of like the heart of what PlayStation is. He
Right.
never to me came across as a gamer. Like he never felt like a gamer. Like whenever he spoke or did anything, I was like, I feel like he says he plays things, but it almost feels like a you know, like the hello fellow,
He sounds like
hello
yeah,
fellow
he sounds like-
gamers.
He sounds like somebody who strictly wants to sell me something.
He sounds
and
like a cop.
Not
No.
right, and not somebody who's excited to tell me how cool something is and why I should buy it. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. Hopefully, they
Like
get
Mark
someone in there
Cerny, I
good.
could definitely tell he was excited to tell us about how PS5 worked. That was his
Dude,
bag.
what's Mark Cerny doing? Get him up
No.
there. I don't, no,
No.
okay, he's too technical minded.
Let him stay in the lab. Let him
Okay,
stay in the lab.
okay.
Let him cook up that heat. He's fine down there.
All right.
Leave him alone.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see, but it'll be interesting. I hope it's someone who's a little more, just community focused, like we already said, because that's been PlayStation's downfall for the last couple years, really. A couple years. That's not what I meant to say. The
Lack of communication.
last couple generations, like the tail end of the PS4 generation, and then coming to PS5, it's like, what is going on over there? Like, it's definitely not power to the players, you know, like, which is wasn't that was like the old slogan
That was PS4, I think.
at the beginning of PS4, and then towards the end, it's I don't even remember. I don't even know what it is now, but it was always
What
power
was-
to players, and then
Didn't they change it for 5?
I don't remember what it is though.
I keep thinking Power Your Dreams, but that's Xbox.
Let's see. PS5 slogan. Play has no limits.
That's it.
It's so stupid.
Play has no limits unless you have a PSVR 1.
Yeah, then you're very limited because it's no longer supported. Sorry. Or play has no limits except for the PlayStation Portal that you can only play on your couch
You
at
beat
home.
me to it. You beat me to it.
I love how we were both at the same time, like totally at the same thought. Oh no! Come on, PlayStation. Thank you so much for watching that clip from our podcast. Remember, if you want to watch the whole episode, the full episode, link will be in the description below. You can click on that and check it out. We got listener questions. We got more news segments. We got what you playing. We got a lot of fun things. So yeah, more than just the news. There's a lot more to the show that you should go check out. So remember, click that link in the description. Check out that full episode.